afternoon, everyone. Thank you for sitting so nice and quietly while we were waiting to get everyone in. Parents, it's good to see you. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, we're glad to see you all here. This is a really big deal because this is the first time we have allowed parents back into the building for an assembly in 2 years. So this is a really big deal. So we do these quarterly awards assemblies after each quarter to recognize students for the hard work that they've put in during that time. 9 weeks can seem like a really long time, so we try to recognize them for that, and then we'll also do this at the end of the year as well. We recognize students in different areas. Specifically, we recognize them in their behavior, their homework, their accelerated reader, and then we have a couple extra awards that we also give out each quarter. So we're just going to jump right into it. The first award that we're going to give out is good behavior. That means students who receive this award, they got maybe one processing, but not more than one. They had no detentions and no TABs, which is an acronym for think about their behavior. So we are going to start with Mrs. Birch's class. So my friends, when you receive a certificate today, I want you to stand up and turn around and face the audience. Okay, smile real big so they can take your picture, and we're also streaming this, so we may have some grandparents, some moms, some dads at work who are watching from their computers as well. All right, Mrs. Birch's class, good behavior, Joshua Bond, Nevada Bryant, J.J. Hawkins, Gavin Helwig, Jasmine Hornbrook, William Horta, Lizzie Jones, Emma Kirby, Shay Lawhead, Grace Morgan, Riley Simpson, Jillian Sutton, Colton Beach, and Connor Whitaker. Fantastic. Next up is Mrs. Schmidt's class. Students who earn that good behavior certificate, we have Braylon Cook, Jagger Craig, Isabella Duzan, Justin Evard, CJ Grubb, Maya Hornbrook, Cassidy Hughes, Maylene Johnson-Rowe, Abby Marlowe, Jack Metcalf, Willow Moorcraft, Axel Powell, Keaton Pruitt, Serenity Tomlinson, and Nova Walker. Alrighty, we are to Mrs. Craffitt's class. Good behavior goes to Carter Bicknell, Keaton Carey, Isabella Elledge, Avery Frank, Ellie Hollingsworth, Bentley Johnson, Hunter Kirkhart, Jaylee Livingston, Riley Kine, Aaliyah Pointer, Araya Sikowitz, and Bradley Woltman. And last but not least, we have Mrs. Winston's class. Good behavior goes to Molly Becker, Jackson Creech, Adrian Diaz-Pereira, Lucas Goodwin, Chayton Johnson, London Lansall, Kelsey Reel, Zane Rogers, Parker Scales, Dylan Comstock, Ryder Adams, and Jackson Kramer. difficult to achieve, and that is our 100% homework award. That means students had their homework here, completed in its entirety, turned in on time, ready to go on the day that it was due. That's a very tough task to do, especially when you're trying to do it every single day for an entire quarter. But there are several names here, so that makes me very happy. In Mrs. Birch's class, earning 100% homework, we have Joshua Bond, Gavin Helwig, Jasmine Hornbrook, Lizzie Jones, Emma Kirby, Carter Linhart, Grace Morgan, Riley Simpson, and Bentley Singh. Alrighty, now for Mrs. Schmidt's class. 100% homework completion. Braylon Cook, Isabella Duzan, Justin Evard, CJ Grubb, Maya Hornbrook, Cassidy Hughes, Maylene Johnson-Rowe, Jack Metcalf, Willow Moorcraft, Axel Powell, Keaton Pruitt, Serenity Tomlinson, and Nova Walker. Moving on to Mrs. Kravitz's class. 100% homework goes to Keaton Perry, Isabella Elledge, Avery Frank, Ellie Hollingsworth, Bentley Johnson, Hunter Kirkhart, Jaylee Livingston, Riley Pine, Aaliyah Pointer, Araya Zikowitz, and Bradley Woltman. And this is Wenz's class, 100% homework. Molly Becker, Ella Brenneman, Jackson Creech, Lucas Goodwin, Maria Posey, Kelsey Reel, Zane Rogers, Dylan Comstock, Ryder Adams, and Jackson Kramer. As I'm sure you all are very aware of, each quarter students have to earn so many AR points. Each quarter, fourth grade has to earn, tell them fourth grade? 12. Yeah, 12 AR points. We are going to recognize the third quarter students who got their award, or their points during third quarter. However, fourth quarter, they've been given a bit of an incentive to be able to earn their points. Fourth quarter, if they earn those 12 AR points, they get the opportunity to silly string Mr. Topper. And the setup. Mostly Mr. Topper. They're very excited about it, if you can't tell. So that's just one more way. So if they get home and they don't want to read AR, use that, all right? Say, well, then you won't get to silly string Mr. Topper. So, alrighty, but these students earn their AR points during the third quarter. In Mrs. Birch's class, we have Joshua Bond, Nevada Bryant, JJ Hawkins, Gavin Helwig, Jasmine Hornbrook, William Horta, Lizzie Jones, Shay Lawhead, Carter Linhart, Grace Grace Morgan, Riley Simpson, Bentley Sink, and Connor Whitaker. I should also add that there is a monocle certificate that they will also be receiving if they earned those 12 AR points. Always an incentive worth working for, and we're grateful to Monocles for that opportunity to be able to give those to our students. In Mrs. Schmidt's class, earning that AR goal, we have Braylon Cook, Jagger Craig, Isabella Duzan, Justin Ebard, CJ Grubb, Maya Hornbrook, Cassidy Hughes, Maylene Johnson-Rowe, Abby Marlowe, Jack Metcalf, Willow Moorcraft, Axel Powell, Keaton Pruitt, Serenity Tomlinson, and Nova Walker. Now for Mrs. Kravitz class. The AR award goes to Carter Bicknell, Keaton Carey, Isabella Elledge, Avery Frank, Braden Gallion, Ellie Hollingsworth, Hunter Kirkhart, Jamie Livingston, Dylan Pick, Riley Pine, and Aaliyah Pointer. Give them a round. And now for Mrs. Wenz's class. Earning the AR award, we have Molly Becker, Ella Brenneman, Jackson Creech, Adrian Diaz-Pereira, Lucas Goodwin, Chayton Johnson, London Lansall, Maria Posey, Kelsey Rio, Zane Rogers, Dylan Comstock, Ryder Adams, and Jackson Kramer. All right, we are down to the last two awards of the day. Every quarter we recognize the top AR student in each class. So this is the student who has the most AR points out of anyone else in their class. Typically, they already know who that is. So this one is not always a big surprise. Sometimes it is. If you hear your name, students, I would like for you to come up, get your certificate from your teacher, and then wait in front of the backdrop so that we can take your picture when we're finished here. Okay, in Mrs. Birch's class, her top AR student is JJ Hawkins. Mrs. Schmidt, top AR student, Braylon Cook. In Mrs. Kravitz's class, her top AR student, Jaylee Livingston. And Mrs. Wenz's top AR student is Lucas Goodwin. Congratulations, friends. Alrighty, the last award of the day changes quarterly. First quarter, we recognized the student with the top reading grade in each class. Second quarter was the top science student in each class. And third quarter, we're recognizing our top math student. Alrighty, so if you hear your name again, come on up. Mrs. Birch's top math student is Lizzie Jones. Oh, Mrs. Schmidt's class, it was a tie. So she actually has 2 top math students. The first student is Isabella Duzan. And Mrs. Schmidt's other top math student is Keaton Pruitt. All right, now to Mrs. Crafton's class. Her top math student is Aaliyah Pointer. She's not here, but yeah, she deserves a round of applause, that's for sure. All right, so that leaves us with Mrs. Wenz's class. Her top math student is Zane Rogers. All right, great job. Before I send everyone back to class, there are a couple announcements that I'd like to make. First, our book fair is open today after school, as well as tomorrow morning and tomorrow after school. So this is the last 2 days that you have in order to take advantage of the book fair. Something else that I want to give a shameless plug about is we start state testing next week. Parents, there are a lot of things that you can do at home to help us, help our students. One thing that you can do is make sure that your student gets a good night's rest, so make sure that they get to bed on time. If you can get them breakfast in the morning, great. If not, make sure that they come to school and eat. We offer breakfast every morning from 8 to 8:20. We don't want anybody taking a test on an empty belly. That's just not fun. Also, the most important thing that you can do is encourage your student to do his or her very best. Sometimes these tests can just be downright frustrating for students, but with your support at home and the support that they have here at school, we know that they're going to do a great job and that they're going to do everything that they can to make us proud and do well. So thank you for your support. It's great to have you all here. We will do this again at the end of the school year, so we'll look towards the end of May. And students, congratulations on a